So I don't know about you, Mary, but I have a lot of trouble convincing people to do stuff.
I don't. I always do. My children, oh, come on, Mom. So what's going on? What kind of issues are you having?
Well, I mean, just trying to convince people to see a movie, trying to convince people to listen to a song. Just no one really takes my opinion.
Okay.
So maybe our next guest can help us with that.
I don't know. Is that Bill Chott? He
an actor and
knows
a
about the
comedian.
power of yes. So why don't we ask him about that? Comedian and stand-up improv artist. Bill Chott, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
What is this power of yes?
a lot of people want to know about that.
I
As
wanna
you know,
know.
I studied improv
Yeah.
at the Second City in Chicago. My first teacher was Stephen Colbert.
Wow.
Really?
So, yeah, and my whole career has gone downhill since then. I studied there and I learned a very important principle, and I wasn't very surprised to find out just recently that the Second City had an article in the Wall Street Journal about how improv can help people, all kinds of different people, business leaders, disabled vets, people on the autism spectrum, and it all boils down to one word. It's one of the most powerful words, and that's the word yes.
Well, now
Not
I've heard
no,
the phrase.
right?
Why would you say no? Here's the thing. Imagine that there's a dog in the room with you, okay? As there often is with a lot of people, all right? I love dogs. Imagine as though you say, really enthusiastically, yes, yes. How does the dog react?
Excited.
Positively.
Exactly.
And
The
you
dog,
see it-
the tail starts wagging,
yeah.
it jumps up on its feet, and it gets all happy. People do the same thing. What happens when you say no to a dog?
Tail between the legs.
Exactly. Tail between the
Brain
legs, the
sad.
head goes
I know,
down.
and you can even use a nice voice.
Now
and-
imagine you're a
and then-
leader and one of your team members comes to you with an idea and realize that people are more enthusiastic about their own ideas than ideas that are given to them. So if you say yes enthusiastically and take all the options in before saying that no, you're more likely to get somebody to invest fully in that idea.
Interesting.
Very nice.
So what would be an example of this?
Here's a great example. Tim Ferriss, in his book, The 4-Hour Workweek, talks about making a to-don't list. That doesn't necessarily mean saying, don't do this, don't do that. It means give your team more time to take action so you don't have to. He says, give your team a budget of $500, okay? And they get to do whatever they want with up to that budget. If they have an emergency come up, if they have a question, they can make that decision on their own. That's a yes that's just like an improv yes. It's an understood yes that comes before the situation even arises, so you'll know how to deal with it. So there won't be an argument, and so people will deal with it enthusiastically. And that's why business can be used even more effectively with some of the principles of improv, most importantly, the power of yes.
So when somebody's talking to their children about trying to get pick their rooms up, how would you say that, Bill?
All right? You'd talk to the kids, you'd get their input, you'd ask them what's the quickest and best and most effective way to pick up those. They'll give you their idea. Say a quick yes.
Nice. I
Wait
like
for it to
that.
fail. If it fails, then you can offer
And
your
they go,
input.
Oh, Mom.
But
I
if you
think it
say
might
no,
work.
they're going to expect you to roll up that newspaper and bop them on the nose like a dog,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
Oh, very interesting.
Wow, that's very
So
interesting.
you just did a fantastic seminar over at the Monrovia Library. How did it go?
Exactly. We had a class followed by an improv jam. It was great, and we have another sample class coming up in Sherman Oaks. And if people want to find out more about that, they can go to my website, which is theimprovtrick.com.
Theimprovtrick.com.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.
Nice.
Thanks for being on. We
Thank
look forward
you.
to having you on again.
Thank you. I look forward to returning.
All right, great.
Coming up, Jose Vergara with the one-touch release tennis ball receiver.
What is that?
We'll find out.
Okay, up next.